Yeah. Hilarious. It really is. It is freaking hilarious. Ah, shit. Yeah, I took my nap. There you go. What's happening? Jeez. Number one. There he is. Couldn't wait to get here. Cat, what are you doing? Where's that cat? He was just here. Anyways, number one couldn't wait to get here. Hey, what are you doing, pretty girl? Hi. Ah, it's going. At least it warmed up a little. The heater's working. We still got some cleaning up to do to get out of here. And we got more snow coming as far as I hear. We'll see. Anyways. It could have been worse. Right down the road from me, they got 2 feet. We only got about another 6. So I give it total of 10 in the last couple of storms. And then, it was 4 and then another 6. And then Rhode Island got like almost 3 feet. So we got enough, though. We've got enough here. I have so much snow, it's not funny. That's how my day's going. More snow. Yeah, ready for the news. And then this guy, Newsom, tells Crowdy's dyslexia is a gift. He's making fun of black people. Oh, you said mention that. You had mentioned you had that thing. How was it? Did you learn anything? Did you find out what you're gonna, it was a job fair, you said. Yeah, the career fair. Yeah. It was funny. I was just talking to my friend just about 10 minutes ago. She called her daughter's genius. And I'm talking about this guy talking about, look at him. They're holding up fuck Trump signs in California. Yeah, I wonder why. They're Democrats. That's what it is. Yeah. So, anyways, Democratic California Party. Getting ready to watch the news here. See what else is new. Can't wait to hear about it. And it's just disgusting. It's just disgusting. It's somewhere where you go to learn reality. That's what the fuck this is. This is reality. This is people that actually understand what the world's about. Some of them, anyways. Not all of them. Some of them actually. Yeah. Look at this. Gavin Newsom. He's dropped out. His poll numbers are just dropping like crazy. Well, he just made a fool out of himself. So did AOC. So, like, we didn't know they were fools, anyways. You learned a song. Good deal, brother. Nice. I hope whatever I did helped. Mine's sitting right next to me. Still plugged in, by the way. I don't even have to plug in. It's actually already plugged in. Just pick up my guitar right now and play something for you. But it was funny. We're talking. Like I said, I was just talking to. I don't know who this guy is. Anyways, we were talking about, career. There you go. Do it. If you can figure out what you want to do, do it. Don't. And if you're, let me tell you a secret too. If your mom says you do this, you should do it. Like I said, my mom's rolling over in her grave right now because I didn't do what she wanted me to do because I scored very high in the SATs. I got a bunch of scholarship options. I could have went to any college I wanted to. Yeah, good deal. Your grandpa must be really good looking then, huh? He must be a very handsome man. Anyways, yeah, mom's still mad at me. And she told me what to do, and I should have listened to her, and I didn't. I worked. I worked. I actually, something not a lot of people know. I was working full time and going to high school, and then they wanted me to go to summer school on graduation day. And you're welcome, man. And thank you. Thank you. Like I said, I'll take that as a compliment. He must be a very good looking guy. And I told my ma, right the day before graduation, they said they wanted me to go to, because I used to blow off PE class. That's just funny. Physical education. I mean, I was on the swimming team. I lifted weights. I bodybuilded. I fought. I boxed. I did Golden Gloves. Anyways. Mm. Anyways, I told my mom I ain't going to summer school. I dropped out. I'm 57. I'm going to be 58. And what's the date today? I don't know. Something like, what's the 24th? In a week. Thank you. See, he knows how old I am. I am 57. I'm going to be 58 in less than a week, pretty much. About a week. It's the 24th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 30, 31. Oh, no, that's right. 28. So, March 2nd is my birthday. Mm-mm. Mm. Jesus Christ. Fucking people. Yeah, anyways. Yeah, so that's right. It's February. It's a short month, so yeah, it's funny. I just sent money, so a week, probably to the day, I'll be 58. Mm. And then I have a birthday. Yay me! I hate birthdays. Anyways, we'll see. Maybe one of my buddies will take me out for a beer or something. Buy me dinner. Who knows? We'll see. I doubt it. Mm. If anything, I'll go hang out with a friend. And anyways, yeah, gonna be a long week that I'm not looking forward to. Especially with this crap, and I heard we're just getting more snow too. We got another storm coming in. It's looking like it might hit us and right now. We'll see. But like I just talked to somebody on the page here that was in Rhode Island. Boy, they got hammered, and my buddy got hit down in Massachusetts with 2 feet. Thank God we didn't get hit that bad. I mean, it's enough. It's enough to make it a mess. So yeah, give me a like, follow. I'm almost up to 1,500. I'm real close. You know, that's why I came back on. See, maybe I can get to 1,500. We'll see. Yeah, Philly. You're out in Philly. Yeah. Uh, yeah. Rhode Island got hammered. It hit a lot of New England and New York too. Got hammered too. This is funny. Did you hear? Speaking of Philly, New York. Speaking of Democratic places, actually, Philly, I don't know, is nowhere near as bad as Chicago or New York, but or California. Uh, they got hammered in New York, and now this is very ironic. Oh God, stupid. Anyways, ignore the stupidity. 67 crap. Go fuck yourself. Uh, New York got like 2 feet, and they're paying people. You gotta have Four Farms ID though to shovel snow. Really? Fuck. You kidding me? I shoveled snow when I was a kid. Didn't need any ID then. Actually, I even remember when I used to be able to bring a note to the store to get my parents cigarettes. Yeah, that's why I smoke now. But I could go buy cigarettes when I was a kid. Just with a note. It's like going to the movies. Going to the movies. R-rated movie didn't matter. I went. I had a note. Plus they knew me. They knew me. The matinees, any movie, it didn't matter if it was R or whatever. R. Used to go to the movies, and I had a note. Please let my son see the movie because I went to see whatever. It didn't matter what it was rated. I remember going to see Scanners. I remember seeing Predator when it first came out. That was a good one. That was a good one. Remember this? What was another movie? The Exorcist. Don't let your kids watch that one. Don't let your kids watch that. That's creepy. Yeah. Who's Amanda? Isn't she up here? Anyways, I don't know. I don't know. You invited Amanda. You have a radio show. Really? Princess? You have a radio show? I've been on quite a few radio shows. Really good ones, by the way, all over the country. I've been on radio shows from New England all the way to California. So I have a radio voice. I guess it works out for me. Uh, anyways, that's what I did. I was on TV. I've done radio. I've done TV. So, anyways, been on the news. I've been on mainstream media. Yeah, actually. I actually co-hosted with another friend of mine that has his own radio show. He's not gonna name it, but I don't like people showing up on his show and saying, "Do you know this guy?" No, but he's mainstream. He's doing syndicated radio. There we go. Hockey team attending the State of the Union address. Woohoo! And now the libs are going nuts over it. Libs are going nuts. Democrats hate it. They can't stand the fact that they're going there, not going to show up. This guy's going to suck some penises. Anyways, yeah, they're all mad. And then they said something about he didn't invite the women. He actually did. The women's hockey team. He's sitting in the White House right now with a medal on, wearing a gold medal, which is funny. Love it. So, good thing that there's a lot of Democrats not showing off. That'll leave seats open for them. For the hockey team, that is, I mean. For the real Americans, because Democrats aren't Americans. They suck. Anybody that's a Democrat is an idiot. Ain't gonna joke with you. Saying no, 43%. Are you gonna watch the fight with me? No, those are all Democrats. You're like, no, they're gonna suck a dick like this guy's doing right now. Take it easy. Take it easy, princess. Congratulations. Hope you found something that you want to do for a living. You know, it's always a good thing. Whatever you do, make sure you don't become a Democrat. Make sure. Last thing you want to do. Yeah. No, not. I gotta get out of here. I can make it another day, I think. When we're cleaning up. That's all I can do. Try and keep up with the things. Yep. When they're all pissed off about Cash Patel, too. Cash Patel was in Italy for a reason. He went to Italy to talk to the prime minister there and, work out some stuff with Italy. And then he winds up. He was a big fan of hockey. He went to the game. He winds up in the locker room. Yeah, having a beer. This guy too. He's the same thing. And then they're wearing American flags, running American flags over their chests, and rolling down. Anyways, they and then the left goes crazy over it. Oh God, I can't believe the FBI director had a beer. I remember in 1980, I think it was 85, maybe 84, when it was Jim McMahon playing. He was the quarterback of the Chicago Bears. They finally put a good team together. Walter Payton, Jim McMahon, Mike Singletary, Steve McMichael. They just had a great team. The best defense ever, still to this day. You've never seen a defense like that. Even the Ravens' defense wasn't that good. And then McMahon gets off the plane. I don't remember where they were from, and he was supposed to be playing that day. I remember he had flown in and he floated, and he was sitting in the airport with a beer. And they were like, "Oh my God, you're drinking a beer." He's like, "Yeah, I like to drink beer. What the fuck?" And it all comes to fruition when the guy was sick as a dog. The guy had the flu. And what do you want? What do you want? What? Come on, you can come up. Come on. Anyways, McMahon's got a beer in his hand. He had the flu. He wasn't feeling well. And then they showed it on the news like it was some big deal that the guy was drinking a beer after he got off the plane. And then I can't remember what game it was, but I just remember seeing it on the news that he was drinking a beer and they were all freaking out. So what the hell? I like to drink a beer once in a while. And it's probably a Budweiser. Just like Harry Carey. Holy cow! Budweiser. Ever been to Harry Carey's place? I'm one up on you. Anyways, used to go to Harry Carey's all the time because it was right across the street from the gates of Wrigley Field. It was Harry Carey's place, and he owned the bar. And we'd go there and drink beer and go watch the baseball game. Anyways, McMahon winds up sick as a dog, and they had the backup in. I can't remember who the backup was at the time, but the backup they were losing. They were losing, and McMahon went up to Dicka, Coach Dicka, which by the way I used to be able to call the locker room, and people didn't believe me because I actually worked at a car wash, so I met a lot of players. And I used to work at a restaurant too at the same time, work at the car wash at the restaurant. I got free tickets to a lot of games. Anyways, because I give them free super washes with my marker. I give them cheap car washes. And McMahon goes and he goes, put me in, coach. And Dick goes like, "Oh, you're sick, blah blah blah." He goes, "Put me in," and he's like, "Just keep it down." And the first time you can see this on A Football Life, uh, when Dick talks about he goes in, McMahon goes in sick as a dog. He's got a fever of like 103 or something. First pass, boom, to Willie Galt. Willie Galt. He was the Randy Moss of the time, way before Randy Moss was out there. And he hits him, and he hits Willie Galt for a touchdown. Boom. And next thing you know, he goes back in. They get a touchdown. The defense comes out, stops the other team. He goes back in, and he hits him again for another touchdown. That was crazy, and they won the game. Anyways, I don't know if anybody. There was one guy earlier that said he was from New Hampshire. Yeah, he said he was from Tilton, which I've actually know Tilton. They've lived there. They lived in Tilton, right next to Franklin. So funny. Tonight's gonna be wild, huh? What do you think with this State of the Union? Yeah, that's oh, here we go. We're talking. It's on. Here's the five. I gotta find my. Where is my? There it is. I gotta turn this up. Yeah, this should be interesting. That should be an interesting night. You're in Summerworth. Okay. Is that New Hampshire? Summerworth, New Hampshire? Okay. Uh, I know where Berwick is. It's Maine, right? Yeah. I got a buddy who lives up that region. My buddy John. Johnny boy. He's a big man. You don't want to mess with him. He's a big boy. He'll snap you in half. Ah, there you go. Okay. Oh, it's not. They're not doing the five. It is the five. It's different than usual. I got who's this chick? Totally different than usual. You know, it's they're doing the State of the Union thing. Mm. Yeah, okay, Rochester. You know where Rochester is. I actually played there a few times. Mm. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I call her girlfriend, friend that was a girl. She was a cutie, Darby. I haven't heard from her in years. Darby. Oh, that's funny. She was dating one of my friends. We almost fooled around a couple times, but fortunately she was playing with one of my friends, so I didn't. Never got there. Could have. It was funny. I actually stayed at her house a couple times to go see her. Mm-mm. Call ICE for that. ICE will take care of the aliens. They already have, by the way. They're all gone already. Oh, you mean aliens like extraterrestrial aliens? I don't know, but the other aliens, they're out of here. All you gotta do is play that song on the radio, Ice Ice Baby, and next thing you know, they go running. I actually made a taco stand out of my window. I had a taco stand going, and everybody's grass didn't get cut that day because I was playing Ice Ice Baby. And they came and got tacos, and then they left. Like running little bitches. I used to be, I worked at when I was just talking about the car wash I worked at, and guess what? There was a day where I was working there, and then, God, that was fucking 30 years ago at least. 35 years ago when I was working at the car wash. Immigration showed up. Look on, boy, they just all disappeared. It was weird. It was literally, we didn't have, we used to like the car wash, it was full service. You would literally pull in, you get your car cleaned, they dry it, they wash it with, they, you know, clean the inside, vacuum it, and clean the dashboard, all that crap. You know, and one day immigration showed up and it was just me and the other guy. I was like, what the fuck? Where'd everybody go? They ran, scared, running scared. They were gone. It was hilarious because they were all illegal. So this has been going on for years. That's what you don't get. Every time that immigration shows up, same thing, ICE, immigration, whatever. Do you know what ICE stands for? It's what it is. Immigration, hello. They were there. Yeah, they would show up and people would run. And then we'd be stuck doing it ourselves, which I didn't make any more money. I made the same amount. I made money selling car washes, so that was cool. I made a lot of money actually. I was making pretty good money at the time. At the time, I was making God $1,200 a month or a week. I mean, yeah, it totally is, and yeah. Oh my God! Yeah. Oh my God! Yeah. Well, the other thing is, it's racist to get rid of illegal people, but if they're doing something you want, it's okay. And the other thing is when they kill somebody, where are they then? Just like the woman that got killed this weekend. Yeah, she was killed by guess what? An illegal alien. And it was a woman. I can't think of her name. Uh, but the guy took off on high speed chase. He was illegal, and it was actually I think it was just regular police pulled him over, but they're on the they know what's going on. So they were trying to figure out he didn't have a license. The car was unregistered. He didn't have insurance, and when they pulled up and they walked up, it started off as a regular traffic stop, and then the guy, a legal alien, took off on the cops, flipped a bitch, and and then he hit somebody in at a traffic light, and literally she was going to, and he went to a red light and hit her and crushed her to death in the car. And no, I don't think so. Crushed her to death in a car. That took, I guess they said it was about 15 minutes to get the jaws of life there, and she was dead already. They finally got her out of the car. She was crushed to death in the car. And they got the guy. They got the guy, and now he's in prison, uh, going to prison for vehicular homicide, I guess you call it, and all the other things. And he'll probably do 40 years, and then they'll send him back to wherever fucking country he came from. Which is great. Whatever, good for him. Yeah, see, it's funny. My friend got killed when I was, I would say 18, 19 years old. He was definitely underage because we had a block party for, it was New Year's Eve. His name was Teddy, and he was a cool guy. He loves the Grateful Dead. It was funny too because he'd come over, I'd play guitar, he'd be like, dude, you're better than Jerry Garcia. Not a big Jerry Garcia. I wasn't a Dead fan. And he was always like, jeez, the way I play guitar, even at that age, he was like, jeez, you're good at this. So, anyways, Teddy, his brother, was down the road, and he went to see his brother Rory. Teddy Ray, Rory Ray. Yeah, they were right down the street from me. I can tell you their names because they don't live here. And I actually saw Rory last time I saw my dad before he passed. We went and had a beer together. He met us at the pub. Anyways, Bill's pub. Anyways, we were waiting for Rory or Teddy to show up, and went down the street. What was their name? Yeah, I used to babysit their daughters, and Teddy was on his way home, and he got killed by two illegal aliens that were drunk in a car head on. Destroyed him. Had him head on. They lived. He died. So I had to go to a funeral again. I don't go to funerals anymore, by the way. I went to a wake a couple weeks ago, but that was only because it was a guy I knew. And I knew his daughter, I knew his girlfriend, so I went because my friend went. If he hadn't gone, I wouldn't have went, but we did. Are you Guitar Junior? I don't know. Should I remember you? Did we jam together or did I give you a guitar lesson? Anyways, sorry if I don't. Again, it's just this thing, this whole. Yeah, again, I'm bad with names. If you came in my bar and ordered a drink and you came in, I'd remember what you were drinking. I'd say, Manhattan with a cherry. Not a not a try Manhattan. I don't have a schedule. Depends what time of day it is. I've been kind of working on my schedule. I gotta get a schedule. Thank you, by the way, for asking. But I do. I gotta get a schedule. I'm gonna start doing it normally. Anyways. Yeah, that was the other thing too. When I went to the wake, he was in a casket. Ugh, not into that. My dad, same thing. It was the last time I actually went to a funeral was my dad's, and then I just went this week. My dad's was a while ago. Yeah, I'm not good. I don't own any bar anymore. Shut down. Sold, actually. Uh, nah, I'm good running bars. I ain't doing that anymore. I'm done. I actually just got 3 job offers this week for uh, through whatever it is, some stupid app that I put my resume on, and I keep getting calls for people that want me to go work there. Nah, I'm good. I am not doing it. I ain't doing it again. I am done. I can't. Number one, I can't be my legs for that. Like, yeah, you're 16. Okay, sure. Then you don't work. What do you do? What do you bar back? 16 work at a bar? I work at a bar. I'm 16. Yeah. Okay. What do you do? Fill the ice bucket? I worked at a bar. I had a 16-year-old. You know what she did? Stood there and fucking filled ketchup containers and colored in a coloring book. That was about all she did. She's worthless. Worthless. Fucking worthless. And then she wanted half my tips. She said, well, where's my tip money? And I paid her 15%. 15% of my tips every night. And it wasn't enough. Then one of the guys said, anytime, man, bring it out. Anyways, anytime, bring it out. Funny shit. that's Zeppelin, by the way. Anyways. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, it's just the way I do it. It's kind of tough. This is very simple stuff that I'm playing, by the way. So that's very simple stuff that I'm playing. New Hampshire. That's my name. Hampshire UFO Hunter. Or Guitar Junior. Whatever. A little tease for you. Anyways, I actually bought a few Cadbury eggs. So anyways, Cadbury eggs. Shit. I'm gonna get out of here. I hope I can sleep tonight. Should have taken a nap. Shouldn't have taken a nap. Should have just stayed up. I was able to be up all night. Ah, shit. Anyways, somebody show me something I get there. Can you do that? Yeah, I've got a few up there. I got a few up there, brother. I got some stuff. I got a few. You can look me up. Red House Road Blues Band on YouTube. Or Facebook, I should say. They're loaded on YouTube, but you can go look them up. Red House Road Blues Band. Yeah. Some of them, I got a 3-piece, 4-piece, some of them 5-piece. Once in a while, I got some horns up there. And if you look it up on my between my YouTube channel, you'll see some of them that I recorded, professionally recorded. It was my buddy. Used to play with him once in a while, Roscoe. And doing the other stuff was just little gigs that we did where somebody would show up. I have a friend who she's videographer, camera person. She worked for. No, I can't type here. It's again Facebook. Red House Road Blues. Look it up. I'll come right up. Red House Road Blues Band. Like the Jimi Hendrix tune. But I'll play it for you. Red House Road. You know, you never heard that song before? Huh? Red House Road. Oh, never mind. got the name is another great story. I started a band. I didn't know what to name it, and I kept thinking about it. People were saying name it after you, which my nickname is Chicago Paul. Which somebody, my friend, came up with Chicago Paul because I grew up in Chicago. And anyways, we were doing, but we were on the road somewhere, probably to a gig, and he drove down this road, and I looked, and it said Red House Road, and I said, I think I just figured out the name of the band. Jimmy? Probably. Yeah, probably, yeah. Probably. You're talking about Hendrix? Yeah. Yeah, okay, yes, okay. There you go. I finished the end of the comment. For a second there, I thought you were talking about one of my live performances, but it wasn't. Yeah, cool. Neat. Um, yeah, Jimi Hendrix was, I don't know what it was about him. It's cut above the cloth, though, I'll tell you that. Um, he put rock and roll on a map. Metal, rock and roll, that signature tone he had, tuned down a half step, which I'm tuned standard here. I got another guitar that I should tune down half a step, but I stick to standard tuning now just because. And then I got another guitar that's set up for half tone down. I also have another. I have they're junk guitars, but they've been on stage, both of them many times. And then one's open tuned, open E, so I can play slide on it. And that way I don't have to fuck around. It's open D, so I can do Allman Brothers and shit like that. And do what kind of what Trucks does. Allman did, Dwayne Allman. You know, I mean, I don't need to open tune it. I mean, I can do it this way too, but I mean, it's standard tune. I just use a lighter and then I go, uh, and then what would I do with there you go. So, it's easier when it's open D. It makes it a little easier for some stuff. So, that's standard tuned. You gotta stick onto the 145 kind of setup. And open E, I can go all over the place. I'm just kind of doing like, I want to do, Statesboro Blues. Yeah, something like that. Statesboro. You know. Anyways, it's a fun song to play. I sing too, so I got. It's the other thing. I gotta think about what I'm doing with the guitar while I'm singing, which changes things up a little bit. Shit. What a bunch of assholes. Yeah, that's cool. You have the DVD? Yeah, one of my favorite DVDs, if you want to see it, is well, I have two of them, music wise. One of them is Live at the El Macambo, Stevie Ray Vaughan. Fucking A, man. Crazy. He's all fucking hopped up on heroin and coke and everything else. sweating balls. But he plays like a motherfucker on that. He was a big Jimi Hendrix fan, by the way. He does Voodoo Child on that one. Plus, he does a couple other songs that I do on that one. The whole DVD is phenomenal. And then there's my other favorite is 5150 Van Halen. Uh, yeah, that was I think it was 1986 or something like that. I can't remember what album came out. I saw them live with Sammy Hagar. It was the first year they did with Sammy Hagar when he joined the band, and I actually saw them the year before with David Lee Roth, and they were fucked up drunk. Sucked. The show sucked. Paid a lot of money for those tickets, but I didn't pay anything because I scalped a lot of tickets. I got 10 tickets, and I scalped them. So, and then I brought my buddy. Oh, jeez. And then the next year they came back. Oh, I saw him. Yeah, I saw him the second year with David Lee Roth. It's 19. Yeah, what was the number? 84 or 85. Yeah, it's the freaking the book. Uh, and then I saw them again. They were a lot better that time. They came back to Chicago. It was at Rosemont Horizon. And then I saw them again with Sammy Hagar. And the one I'm talking about was the one that they did that they played at. I have the DVD. I should grab it. Sweet. That'd be cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool. You know, when I saw, I'll never forget it was, they want to play it in Rhode Island. I think it was Rhode Island. Oh, what the hell is this guy doing? Some guy's walking up the street here. But they played with Sammy Hagar, and they did a live album. Live Without a Net. That's what it is. Live Without a Net. Another great DVD if you can find it. Or look it up. You can find it on YouTube. I've seen it on YouTube. Same with Live at the El Macambo. That was Stevie Ray Vaughan, and the other one was Van Halen, Live Without a Net. Two incredible live shows caught on tape. And yeah, the Live Without a Net was Sammy Hagar in Rhode Island. I think it was Connecticut. Maybe it was Connecticut. I might be right. It was Connecticut. Can't remember. Yeah, it was Connecticut. And then I never got to see Jimi Hendrix play live. I mean, except for on TV. Stick needles in my eyeballs. Democrats sound off about ditching Trump's. The Democrats are mad. Pussies. What a bunch of fucking pussy losing cunts. Yeah, of course they're mad because they're losing. They're gonna lose everything. I can't even believe they're still talking. Shut the fuck up. The fuck out of here. Yeah. Yeah, they're just mad. Democrats are just mad. People don't give a flying fuck about them. Yeah, I'll look it up. Thanks. Still in the name of the songs? No, yeah. I was just doing Hendrix. I was just doing some. What was the other one? Somebody asked me the other night, And I was like, yeah. is, that one. Yeah. Thanks, man. Oh, well, there you go. Yeah, I do. That's one of the tunes I do. Got a house over yonder. It's where my she didn't do it, but her sister did. Sister was pretty good at it too. It's funny. I do a few of his tunes, but it depends on my mood. Lately, I'm not in any mood. I'm just goofing. I'm doing me. You get that way when you play guitar, Remember, be you. Be you. People ask me for lessons. I can't teach you nothing. People do ask me for lessons. I'm like, 6-pack and a bone. I had one guy ask me for lessons. I told him $40 an hour, and he was like, "Whoa, okay, I should go to Guitar Center. They charge 80." True story. He never showed up. He probably still doesn't play guitar, so whatever. Anyways, you pretty much took up an hour of my time. So, I'll smoke a cigarette. 53 minutes, you got 8 minutes yet. Was it? Yeah. Only festivals I went to were Monsters of Rock, where I saw Ozzy, and I think, was it Ozzy? Was that German band that did Balls to the Wall, man, Balls to the Wall? I can't remember their name. And then Ozzy played. Scorpions was there. Van Halen was there. It's Monsters of Rock, I believe. Yeah, I actually still have a shirt somewhere. That was crazy. So that was cool. What are you doing, handsome? Handsome boy. Yeah, I don't know. That was another one I did too. Monsters of Rock. There's another one too. Alpine Valley in Wisconsin, the place where actually Stevie Ray Vaughan died. Flew out of there in a helicopter. I was waiting for him in a bar. I was supposed to meet him. And a funny story. I was supposed to meet Stevie and my friend. He got tickets. Well, not tickets. He got a table for us to meet him. He played at Alpine Valley and died. Left there in a helicopter, flying to Chicago. That's when the helicopter crashed, and we waited all night. Never showed up. Found out that morning. It was 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning when we left the bar. We were at BB King's place. Yeah, BB King owned the joint. He was there actually. Got to meet him. Cool bar, and I actually got to see him again too. He played in Boston. We went down to Boston and saw BB King play. That was cool. But anyways, we waited and he never showed up. And then, speaking of the devil, Jimmy Vaughn, my buddy, he was the drummer for Room Full of Blues, and they opened for Jimmy Vaughn. Yeah, it was weird. And that was the other thing. My buddy called me. He goes, "What are you doing tonight? What are you doing? Meet me." He was down in Connecticut, as a matter of fact. He lives in Connecticut, or Rhode Island. No, that was Rhode Island. See, now I'm screwed up with Connecticut and Rhode Island. And he called me. He said, "Come down." So I did. I went down. I stayed at his house that night, and then the next morning we went to do sound check over for his roomful gig, and he was opening for Jimmy Vaughn from the Fabulous Thunderbirds, which I actually do a couple of their tunes, and yeah, kind of funny. So I was on stage and we were setting up the drum kit and I was helping him load his drums in. And next thing you know, who comes on stage? Jimmy Vaughn. And my buddy's like, hey, Mr. Vaughn, this is my friend Paul. He's a big fan of you and your brother. And I never got to meet Stevie. And it was supposed to meet him, but it never happened because he died the night that I was supposed to be there. And we were literally waiting for him to show up. It was the night he died. We still have the tickets somewhere, and yeah, I got to meet Jimmy Vaughn. He was a very cool guy, by the way. Very friendly, very nice, uh, very personable. Um, That's what it was. I was just on stage during sound check. He went up, he played his guitar, did sound check. I almost said, "Can I play your guitar?" Which would have been cool. Yeah, I like the way he plays. By the way, he's all fingers. I'm hybrid. I use a pick, so I'm a hybrid picker. I use a lot of finger action too. Maybe I could use it. I don't need a pick, but I like a pick. And Jimmy is all finger picking. He's nonstop. He does this, it's kind of like he's got a fake pick in his hand. It's wild. It's funny. Yeah. A guy used to show up and give me a quarter when I was playing live. He'd give me a quarter or a nickel or something. I'd be, can you play with this? I'd just play with a quarter. I know, who was it? Brian May from Queen. He plays with a penny. He's a penny guy. He likes penny. So, anyways, he plays with a penny, and he gets some creepy sounds. I have a ring. I used to wear a ring when I played, because I could make some creepy noises with the guitar with the ring. It's like a slide, unlike the beer bottle or the lighter, which is what I use now. I actually have slides, but I actually got a really nice slide. Yeah, depends on what I'm playing. If I'm doing ZZ Top, I use the middle finger, just like Billy Gibbons did. If I'm doing Allman Brothers, I'm using the ring finger. So I have three different size slides. I'm tired, damn. So-called angel moms. Yeah, what a fucking look at this. CNN guest dismisses families of migrant crime victims. Yeah, so-called angel moms. That's what she called them. Quote, so-called. Their family people died from these fucking cunts. Oh my God, what a piece of shit. It's Democrats for you. Fuck them all. Anyways, sun's going down. What a bunch of pieces of shit. It's amazing how many fucking assholes there are out there. And every asshole I really see is a Democrat. Every single fucking one of you assholes is a Democrat. Yeah. Yeah. You support crime and drug addiction and dead people. But then when you remove them, oh, you're the jerk. It'll be fun. So look at them. They're all in Washington right now, sitting in the Oval Office. That will be the hockey guys. Anyways, I'm gonna go. I told you I'm rolling a cigarette. Oh, did I finish rolling my cigarette? Oh, yeah. Your hour's up. See you later. Nice talking to you, brother. Take it easy. Peace out. Practice the guitar. I'll talk to you later.